Unlock a new world of efficiency with Asana. Identify blockers to keep work, projects, and goals on track. Try for free today at asana.com.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, it's his job to keep the power on. That's why he chooses Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call, click, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh, what the frick? I went to the wrong screen like a dumbass. Hi, I think I finally picked. Oh, yeah, you guys can hear me, right? I think I finally fixed. Hello. I think I finally fixed my fucking audio. Okay, listen. For like months, I've been struggling to get the EQ to work on my mic. And every time I listen back to a stream or edit a stream, I'm like, man, stuff still sounds really raw. I don't know why. I can't get the EQ to work right. You know why? Because fucking Elgato's a piece of shit. So I think I finally got it to work. I think I have better audio quality today than normal. I don't fucking know. Oh, I forgot to take my meds. Hold on. I'm about to be a druggie on stream. I'm so sorry. Ugh. I meant to take these a while ago, but I got caught up in. I sound crackly, son of a bitch. Hold on. Why the fuck? I sound fine. Oh, it is crackling. Why the fuck? God damn it. God damn it, everything. I thought it was fine before I started streaming. So we're gonna get rid of it. Hold on. Did that fix it? Am I still crackly? Taking my meds. Am I still crackling? I don't know. I can't tell. If I am, I don't know. Man. Might be this. Then we got a background noise. Which fucking sucks. I don't know, man. Did that fix it? But now we have background noise like this, like, can you guys hear like the fucking fan? Hold on. It's so funny because I fix things and then as soon as I like press the start streaming button, everything dies. Bro, everything dies. How about this? Did this fix the like the fan background noise and shit? Like, is there background noise still? I did it within. I did the audio within OBS. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm gonna scream. One of these days, I'm just gonna go. Hold on. Do you hear background noise now? I got rid of the noise suppression stuff. Or is it fine without it? I just wanted the EQ to work because I feel like my voice is a little bit crisper with the EQ, right? Maybe, I don't fucking know. I'm just trying to like hear what you hear. The static. See, that's the problem. The static, man. I might just go back to how I had it before because there's nothing I can do about it, I guess. All right, hold on a second. Hold on a second, guys. All right, I sound fine. I hope. Maybe. I don't know. Let me listen back to myself. I spent all this time trying to fix my fucking EQ, and for what? My fucking EQ, and for what? For what? I don't know. I give up. You know what? Being a streamer fucking sucks. Man. I don't know. Someday I'll get the EQ to work and my voice will sound crisp and beautiful But today is apparently not that fucking day. I don't know, man. I spent like a half hour trying to fix it. And as soon as I go stream, it's like... I sound alright for now. It's fine. It sounds clean now. No, but you don't understand. When I have the EQ on, I sound good. I sound like I belong like reading like a novel on like one of those audiobooks, right? It's good. It's like really good. And I'm like, oh yeah, my voice. And this is like, it's okay. I don't know how to explain. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe it's just me aggressively hating my voice so that I EQ it so that it's like pleasurable to my ear, but you guys don't fucking hear the difference. That's probably what it is. But anyway, so the reason I wasn't here yesterday is because I was out of town, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm here today and I'm streaming today. Excuse me. On Father's Day. So I know a lot of people are gonna be gone doing shit for Father's Day, which is totally fine. Oh, also I didn't say hello to everybody because I got distracted. So hello Ray, I saw you got first. Welcome. Hello Eternal Nightfall, Saki, of course. Everybody else is lurking. Hello, welcome. So hello Keck as well. Happy Father's Day. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, so I'm streaming for those of you who don't have anything to fucking do at this current moment or during Father's Day. Today, special offer today only. You don't have a father to celebrate Father's Day with. I am now your father. You must sit down and watch my stream. That's how this works. My brain fucking died per usual. Oh yeah, so I wanted to try there's two new visual novels that are coming up. They're not out yet, but the demos are up and I wanted to give them a try. Oh, so Temporary Siblings today. Correct, Keck. Correct. So two new visual novels that I wanted to try today. There is Livber, which has like a I don't like my father, so I don't celebrate Father's Day. Well, that's okay. Fuck him. I'm your dad now. So let me think. Livber, it has like the artwork for it feels more like oil paintings, kind of very pretty. And apparently it's about like you had a wife or a lover or whatever, and she went fucking missing, and then she came back psychotic and weird. And then the other one that I want to try is Mayday Trials, and the vibe it gave me was like some tsundere anime shit. I'm not really sure. I could be totally off. But that's what the trailer gave me a vibe of. So that's what I wanted to play today. I was gonna play Livber first, because I think from what I understand of Livber, it's more the style of if you guys were here for the werewolf games that we played, it feels more like it's that kind of style where it's like we get pictures to supplement the vibe of the story, but it's mainly text based, whereas it seems like Mayday Trials follows the traditional visual novel style with the text boxes and stuff. So we get both that we're going to do today. So let me pull up Livber. I can open up Steam. I did download them both already, so we don't need to wait about that. But I did not set them up with the stream, so bear with me on that. And again, we're just playing demos today. Both of these games are coming out this year. So if you're interested in them, they're both up on Steam. You can check them out there, wishlist them. all that fun stuff. Me, probably the only person on the jury advocating horror visual novels, but you know what? That's fine. We need at least one of me, okay? I feel like visual novels get left to the wayside way too fucking often, and I'm sick of it! Alright, let's go to the gaming channel. Woo! Okay, why is no one else advocating for that? No, I really don't know if anyone is or not, but every time I talk to the people, the other juror members, they're always like, oh my god, survival horror and live action. And I'm like over here like, visual novels and pixel games. I like these. Like just the other day, someone was talking about in the Discord with someone was talking about how there weren't a lot of good horror games this year so far, and I literally got like super like close to the mic and I was like, fucking play Look Outside. Which we still need to finish, which I will finish eventually. I fucking promise I will. And the reason there's no videos for it up on the YouTube yet is because I wanted to finish the game before I posted it. Where's the audio? There's the audio shit. Okay, game add. This list is getting so long, you guys. It's like, ooh, hello. It's loud. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Can you guys hear that piano? Okay, that's gorgeous. You got all 3 achievements for It Paints Me. How did you like it? When I first played it and I recommended it to you, I had only played the one route, the self-portrait route. That's all I had played when I recommended it to you. Later, I went back and I played the other 2. Brilliant. It's such a good game. I have 2 more games from the same creator, Odysseus, that I do want to play also. The 2 games that I have downloaded, because they only have them on itch, are Tales of Stars and Portrait of a Ghost. And I really want to play these 2, but I wanted to play these 2 demos today first. But we will definitely play Trail of Stars and Portrait of a Ghost at a later time. And then Odysseus also has 2 new games that are coming out on Steam, but they're not out yet, which is a Snow White themed game, I believe. I can't remember what it's called. And then The Last Winter Night, where you play as a ghost inhabiting a suit of armor, putting other ghosts to rest, which was pretty fucking cool to me. The Snow White one, it seems like it's a hunter hunting another hunter type deal. Like Snow White isn't innocent, is like also a vicious hunter type character. And both sound really cool, and I want to play both of them really well. I got the self-portrait route first too. The ending absolutely wrecked me, and the isolation of it was what I really related to. It haunted me, it hurt. The self-portrait was the of his corpse being his model was a genius. Right. I thought that was a really great way of doing it. I think the thing that really hit me with that route too is that when he said if I loved him, I would stop and I would go back to my grave like he wishes. But the truth is, I love this more than I love myself. And I was like, oh, that hurts and hit home real deep. I was like, oh no. Oh no, I am hurting. That was a lot. That struck with me so bad. And then the whole like the secret ending, the investigation route where you play from Marie's point of view was beautiful. It really did. That personal sacrifice was painful, right? I still gotta put the visuals up, sorry. Hold on. Game, where's the game? Game, here it is. Properties. Is it? Livber. Here we go. Okay. It is okay. It is the right size. So you can't really see the logo and stuff on the side, but this is Livber. Snow White Ashes. Yes, that's. Oops. I hit my phone. Snow White Ashes is exactly the game. Yes, yes, yes. Eternal Nightfall. I was like, I couldn't remember. I knew it was a Snow White themed story, but I couldn't remember the title. Snow White Ashes is the game, and I really am looking forward to it and The Last Winter Night, because the way Indisys writes stories is beautiful. And I can't wait to play the other two that I have off of itch. Also, Indisys is super sweet. I talked to them on Blue Sky, and they were very, very grateful that I played their game. It paints me, and we're very sweet. So it makes me doubly want to play their stuff. I might have to play it for myself. Yeah, you should. Snow White Ashes isn't out yet, and neither is The Last Winter Night. The only thing that's out on Steam right now that Indisys has is It Paints Me, which is free, by the way. It Paints Me is free, so play it. And then the other two that are available are on itch, which is Trails of Stars and Portrait of a Ghost. So if you want to play those two games that Indisys has also done, they're on itch. It also looks like that Indisys has been a co-collaborator for several other visual novels on itch. But I didn't really look into those. I was really interested in the ones that are purely Indisys works, because the way that they think and write and draw, like the reason stuff Indisys does is really cool to me is because they are a one-man show. Indisys does all of the coding, all of the writing, all of the art, all of the music. Like, it's insane to me. Like, they do everything an entire team would do. And then they've done a couple of games where they're like just one collaborator amongst many in a story. But I was more interested in the ones that are purely them. Is there a demo for Snow White 1? I know one of them has a demo. Let me look. Hold on. I'm pretty sure one of them has a demo. Yes, Snow White Ashes has a demo. It does, it does. And let me look. The other one doesn't. So The Last Winter Night does not. But Snow White Ashes does have a demo that I haven't played yet. I'm thinking about not playing the demo for that one because I want to go into the game completely blind when it does come out. Just because I know Indisys' vibe already. So I might just wait for Snow White Ashes until the full game comes out. They have another demo on itch that's only on itch, and I don't know if it's an abandoned project, and I'm terrified to touch that one as well, called Kit. That also looked really pretty, but I'm afraid if it's just a demo and came out like 2 years ago, the demo, I'm afraid it's been an abandoned project and I don't want to get attached. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just how I feel anyway. But today we're not gonna play anything from Indisys, because I don't have a lot of time today. Because I have to wash my cats because they smell like ass, and I have to start packing some more because we are moving on the 1st, so I'm running out of time for that. So we're just gonna play 2 demos. Livber here. I don't know how long the Livber one is, or how long Mayday Trials is, but we'll see how long it takes us to play these. So this is the one that I was told was about your lover or whatever disappeared. She came back and she's gonna like give birth to your kid, and you're like, hold up, chotto mateo. Will you be repackaging all of your figures? Yes, I will. I put them all back into their original boxes whenever I move, which is partially why it's going to take me forever. I actually have a shit ton of bins behind me of all of their empty boxes that I need to start filling. Thank goodness you kept those boxes. Well, I keep them, one, because it makes it easier for me to move them. Two, a lot of them come with extra pieces that I keep in the box, because some of them like come with interchangeable pieces that you like wouldn't display altogether, like extra hands or accessories or things like that. So that I keep those in the boxes. And then three, if I have to do an emergency sale of them because I run into like a financial problem or whatever, like I did last month, 2 months ago, then I can sell it at a higher price with the box. It's worth more if it has the box. So would just keep the box for sentimental value. That is totally a reasonable reason as well. I just have logical reasons for it. A lot of people think I'm crazy though. Like I keep all of the boxes for all of my systems as well. Like another behind me also are all the boxes for like my Switch and my PlayStation and my Wii U and all that stuff. And like to put them back in those boxes for when we move. And people think I'm absolutely insane. And I'm like, I like knowing that they're safe. I did not have the box for my OG Wii. Hello, that Neko. Do you pronounce the K or no? Welcome in. We're just talking about the fact that I'm moving soon and all the stuff that I do. But I had for my Wii, like years and years ago, my original Wii, I didn't have the box for it. And when I moved it, my roommates and I, we all moved together from one apartment to another apartment. So they threw all of my system and all of my games into a box for me because it was in the living room. And I didn't have the original box for that back then. So when I pulled my original Wii out, and I still have it, and it still makes me mad every time I look at it, and I gotta figure out how to fix it. When I pulled my Wii out of the box, the whole bitch was scratched up because they didn't even like wrap it in like anything to protect it. So like my beautiful black Wii is all fucking scratched to shit. So from then on, I was like, I'm keeping the box for everything. So that when I move, I have the box. Everything's in there. It's going to be safe. It's going to be fine. It's going to take up space. I don't give a fuck. It will be safe. Like I treat my electronics in my house like gold. People probably think I'm nuts, but anything like of value in my house, I treat like gold. And Saki can attest to that. That anything of value, I'm like overly cautious with and like treat with the utmost care. And so like that includes my systems, TVs, my computer, anything like electronic or sentimental or anything like that. Like I've lost everything that I've owned like 3 times over. So like maybe I've become traumatized. I don't fucking know. But you know, it is what it is. But enough about me. You're not crazy. Items can be so imperative. I hate when people mess with those things like they are nothing. Yeah. I had another roommate a long time ago. Not to throw on another tangent, but I had another roommate a long time ago. Back when I still had a GameCube. I don't have a GameCube anymore because it was one of the things that I lost when I lost everything I owned multiple times over. But back when I had a GameCube, I had a roommate that would play my GameCube games and then just throw the discs on top of the shelf, like in front of the TV, and then like switch games and put in a new game and just leave that bitch there. And then like when he wanted it again, he would grab it and like scratch the whole thing across the counter, and I would go absolutely mental about it. The craziest thing is the man worked at a game store, so I don't like it didn't compute in my brain, but whatever. And so like he would like scratch the shit out of my GameCube games to the point that they like barely worked anymore. And I would get so fucking irate and he would act like I was being unreasonable. And I finally got to the point where I bought a trunk. I bought a fucking trunk and I put my Game Boy and all of my games in the trunk and I locked it. And he called me psychotic. He was so pissed that he couldn't play my video games. I'm like, they're my video games that I put money into. Go get fucked. But yeah, like people who do shit like that drive me absolutely insane. It's not yours. Like, and like, that's awful. No respect for the media and they were yours. Exactly. Like that's the thing too. Like I was raised to treat my own things well, but welcome. We're just talking about how people piss me the fuck off. So I was raised to treat my own things well because you never know when you can replace them, right? Because I grew up poor. So I was always raised to treat the things that you own well. Don't just throw it around. Don't, destroy it or whatever, because who knows if you'll ever be able to afford it again, right? So I treat everything very well. And then I was also raised to believe that other people's stuff is more important than your own. That if you are borrowing something from someone, you treat this like it was given to you by the goddamn emperor, okay? Like you treat it like it is the most fragile, delicate item you've ever been given in your entire life because it's not yours. And say something happened to it by accident, some happenstance you couldn't do anything about. An accident happened and it got ruined. You replace it. You take your hard-earned money and you replace it because it's not yours. Like that's how I was raised. And I feel like a lot of other fucking people were not raised like that. Like they were raised like fucking animals and just treat everything like junk. And I don't understand it. Especially when it's people who don't have a lot of money either. Like, if you treated your stuff well, you wouldn't have to replace it and you wouldn't have to like waste money replacing shit. Like when you don't have money already, like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you trash everything you own when you can't afford a lot of shit to begin with? Maybe I'm nuts. I really don't know. I feel like I am sometimes, but man, I don't get it sometimes. So why people treat shit like that? I'm also really protective over my stuff. Like I get mad when people use my bed or TV when I'm not home. When my stupid biological father was touching a jacket of mine and he just laughed when I told him not to. See, like I don't get that either. Like if you're going to use someone else's stuff, even if they're not, like if you share a house or whatever, like ask. I have so many bad roommate stories. I have another roommate who would use my computer when I was gone and I almost beat the shit out of him. I ended up locking my room because he was using my computer to stalk some girl who had blocked him on all of his shit. So I ended up locking my fucking room so he couldn't do that shit no more. Oh, no, he didn't use my Twitter. He used my Facebook back when I used to have Facebook. Not that I have Facebook anymore. But yeah. I was fucking pissed off, dude. That shit was fucked up. He did climb through my window one time when he locked himself out of the house. But when I locked my door, I also locked the windows so he couldn't do that again. Because I got really mad because when he climbed through the window, back when I cosplayed, I had all of my wig heads with all of my styled wigs in front of the window because I don't fucking use the window, so I didn't care. And when he climbed through the window, he had kicked a bunch of them on the floor and then like left them there. He didn't even pick them up and put them back. He left them there. So I got really pissed off and he acted like I was being ridiculous. And I'm like, it takes a lot of work to style those, asshole. Like literally some of those wigs took me days to style. Like, you're a dick. Like, I understand you're a straight man and you don't understand how that shit works, but I will kill you. I will kill you. He's also the same dude who, like, I had a curler, right? to curl some of the wigs. My hair isn't super long. I don't need a curler, but I have the curler for the wigs. Because you can, like, some of the anime wispies you could really only get with a curler. And I left it on the floor one time because I was working on something and I just threw it on the floor and I left it on the floor. And this dumbass thought I had a dildo in there on the floor. He was like, I'm really uncomfortable you leaving shit like that on the floor. And I was like, hair curler? And he was like, no, the dildo. I'm like, what dildo? They're all under my bed. What the fuck are you talking about? What? I don't leave that shit out in the open. Are you dumb? Like, I had to explain to this grown-ass man what a curler was. Like, did you not date women? Are you straight? Like, you dated women, right? Do you not know what they own? Like, it was weird to me, bro. He was also dumb as a box of rocks. Would you ever get back into cosplaying again? I keep going back and forth about it. Like, I keep telling myself, oh, I'll cosplay Toa from Slow Damage because he looks relatively simple. Most of the work is like the scars on his face, which would be fun to do because I did like doing scars and things like that. And I was like, but his clothes are like relatively simple and it's nothing that I would really have to put any effort into. And then I think about it and I'm like, oh, this is someday. I still have all my old cosplays. They're all like in the storage unit that we have. I still have them all. But I think if I did cosplay, I probably would just do it for my own entertainment and not go anywhere because I hear that conventions are getting fucking horrible. And I have my own personal trauma from conventions that I didn't realize that I had until I stopped not going to them. I'll just tell you, girls who love yaoi and otome games are scary. No offense to you guys or anything. I'm sure y'all in my viewers are fine. But the ones at the conventions, they definitely don't know how to keep their hands to themselves. And I had a few stalkers and some weird things happen. And some people who definitely, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And I didn't really think about it and just kind of pushed through it until, don't poke me. Get out of here. Get out of here. No. But I didn't really think about it until I didn't go to conventions anymore. But yeah, if I do cosplay, I'll probably post pictures on my personal account, maybe on my VTuber account over on Blue Sky, but we'll see. Hate overly creepy people like that. Yeah. The funniest thing is that, like, the ones that I got the worst from were both villains. Like, I got it really bad from like being Yuri from Yarichin Bichbu, which was weird. That one scared me because some of those kids were minors and I had to run. But the ones that I got the worst from wasn't even from like the Otome BL stuff, but they clearly liked that kind of thing. And it was Orochimaru from Naruto and Farid Bathory from Owari no Seraph. Those were the two that I had the worst experiences with, but I had similar experiences with like every cosplay I had, I'm gonna be honest. But I've derailed for like 20 fucking minutes or more. 40 minutes. Let's play the game. Oh wait, what happened? Hold up, it's not showing on the thing. Why? ¿Por qué? Huh. That's weird. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do something different. Because it's not showing the screen. So we'll have to do it this way. That was weird. I don't know why. It just decided we'll show the start page and nothing else. I see her in my dreams, her in that house on the edge of a cliff. Everything changed after reading that letter, the one bearing her name, my old love, Lilith. 5 years ago, on a dark night, they took her from that house, executed her for black alchemy. I was the one who turned her in, but now she's calling back to the house, wants to bury her breath in my sins, but how? That's what I have to find out. Act 1. Welcome home, my love. I am in front of the words. Hold on. We'll fix that. Un momento, por favor. Will move me. Oh wait, I think I have. Do I have a button for that? Yes, I do. I think I have my. Oh, but it's old. Never mind. I hadn't updated it. Give me a second. I'll just move myself over here. So we're not in the words. The name of this game is Livber. So I'll write it. Libber. Livber. Okay, now I am no longer in the words. We're all right. So now you guys, and we can move. Let's move you guys as well. That way, we'll block some of the imagery, but I think that'll be better than the words. So you guys can read along if you need to. Narrator. In the east, a howling whirlwind stirs far beyond the Hook Port, a port built from the beached ships of Livber. It's really hard to say. I'm assuming this is the name of the place. You don't see it, you don't hear it, yet you know the force it wields, the power that shifts all of Gaia. It is a womb where the winds are born, but you are here, eyes closed, standing silently in the twilight. 5 years later, you find yourself at this very door again, waiting, a letter in your hand. Waiting for what? Read the letter. What choice did I have? Well, let's read the letter. I don't even know what it is. Raindrops splatter on the paper, leaving small, wet stains. You grip the letter tightly with both hands, keeping it from catching in the wind. The moonlight, silver and distant, spills through the clouds and glows over the ink. A woman's handwriting, dark and deliberate. You read the lines again and again and again. Oh, nice. We get the actual letter. This is gorgeous. If you are reading this, it means there is still something left, something of me left in your heart. Like I always told you, death is far too ordinary a thing to separate us. I will bear our child in our home, beneath the place we shared. You should be with me, inside me, because our creation cannot remain unfinished. Come, walk through the darkness, complete us. We were always meant to be one. And we still can be, my love. All it takes is courage. All it takes is for you to not fear. I wait for you in the eternity, Lilith. Because that's not creepy a thing to get from your dead wife. Could it really be true that Lilith, is she really alive? I have to put an end to this madness. Lilith is dead. I feel like we should definitely be like, bitch is dead. That's crazy. Okay, I have to put an end to this madness. Lilith is dead. I think that's kind of pretty, albeit haunting. I mean, it is. I think it would be more pretty if she wasn't killed for like witchcraft, basically. So I think that like she's probably a scary lady. But you're afraid that it's true because she has something far more dangerous than a dead soul that called you to her door. Like what? Like memories, just like this moment right now, waiting in the rain, a memory that brought you here, made you wait. Why here? Why would Lilith have called me here? It had to be this way. I had to come here. No, let's ask why here. Where else could it be? This is where you began. The wooden house on the cliffs of Livber shore where you first held each other. Your first night, your first love, and your first lies all buried here. This crooked two-story house was built from your memories. I guess I'll never escape my memories, will I? They'll find me in the end. I can still turn back. It's not too late for anything. I guess I can't escape my memories. It's true, because they always haunt you no matter what you do. I'm afraid so. You think your memories live in your mind. Most people do, but they're just fragments broken off from things around you. They gather in the wind, in the rain, in the sunlight, and in the moon's pale glow. They drift back to you slowly with every breath you take. They fill your body and pull you somewhere else. They truly do. They do it until you're convinced you've moved on, because they have to. Are you saying I never left this place? Persuasion? Are you saying my memories have persuaded me? Yeah, memories haunt, unfortunately, but also fortunately as well. The thing is, too, is that everything you do is more than a memory, right? Because it creates, whatever you do creates a ripple effect to everything around you, because you're not the only one who remembers, right? The objects and the things around you have impacted based on the things that you do. The people around you have also been impacted based on the things that you do. So you are not the sole one to remember. Are you saying I never left this place? Those questions don't matter yet. Neither do the answers I'd give, but in time you'll understand. For now, you shouldn't wait any longer in the rain. Well, I'm not going to knock on my own fucking door, right? This is my house. I'm going to open the door. You open the door. Meow. Is there a cat? It's a cat! We can barely see it, the cat there. Yet it is comforting. Like, my actions do hold a place in the world. They do, yep. Whether for good or bad, you have an influence on everything around you. Just as you're about to touch the door, you hear Yell's voice from just beyond the threshold. The winged cat never quite yours, yet never far from you. Its white fur shimmers as if wet from the rain, but from light itself. With a swift leap, it spreads its wings and lands beside you. It shakes the droplets from its coat and sits back on its hind legs. Its orange eyes fixed on you, head tilted ever so slightly, curious. So if I remember, winged cats are like a demon type creature. But normally they can they have like flaps of skin that they can hide the wings under, so they look like a normal cat. I always thought that they were kind of cool. I've never seen them depicted in anything other than like my demonology books and shit that I've read. What is the... Hold on, let's look it up. What is the name? Winged cat? What are they called? No, in mythology. I know they have a name. I thought they had a name. I guess not. You're playing the demo alongside me? Nice. Are you gonna play are you gonna choose different things than me, or are we choosing the same stuff? Alright, continue. Meow meow. Maybe it is just winged cat. I don't know. Do you know what's waiting for me in there, my friend? Pet down. We gotta pet the cat, obviously. He purrs. He's pretty. Alright, happy? Yell brushes her head gently against your feet. Then she moves to the door, eye fixed on it. Hold on. Sorry. She traces the frame with her paw, slowly, deliberately. When she's done, her orange eyes turn back to you. You do well then. Choosing different things to see if anything different happens. Nice, so we have like a direct comparison in real time. Well then, take a deep breath and reach for the door. I hope you're still here when I return, my friend. I hope you're still here when I return, my friend. Cat purrs. The wind stops for a heartbeat. You can hear the waves slow against the shore. Far, far in the distance, lightning flashes bright and sudden. You don't hear it. The raindrops nearly hang in the air, suspended in time. Yell glances back at you, wings spreading wide, and she springs into the shadows between the stones. Fate takes you in its arms. Open the door. The door creaks open, but you don't even know what you want to see, do you? The guilt of the past has chased you all the way here, and in the end, your sins have caught up with you. I'm ready to face my past. No, if only you were. As you crack the door open, the air that brushes your face is old, still. The faint sweetness of burned herbs mingles with the scent of distant grass. It pulls you back to that festival day, the day you met Lilith. And after that, you see her. Lilith. Standing in the dim light as if torn from the very heart of the house. You feel your breath catch. You freeze as a shiver crawls up your spine. It takes you a moment to realize your knees are trembling, whether from excitement or fear. You can't tell. A whisper escapes your lips. Lilith. She doesn't see you. Her body leans slightly over the table, arms stretched, fingers delicately trying to light a candle. It is exactly as you remember. Lilith. The ghost of your past, your greatest lie, and your heaviest sin. Is this really Lilith? Lilith, you're really alive. Let's say, is this really Lilith? In disbelief, you stare at the woman standing before you, the woman who should be dead. Her hair no longer shines with that crimson glow from the festival night. Now it's a dull auburn, hanging over her shoulders like damp threads. Her skin is pale, ghostly white, as if drained of life itself. And her eyes, when she suddenly turns her head to face you, those eyes, a single, lifeless question slips from your lips. Why or how? I would ask how, because, like, bitch, you did. You remember, a warm breeze on festival night carries the scent of the city far away. You slip away from the crowded street. The evening crimson light wraps Lilith's hair like a crown of fire. The noise of the celebration fades behind you. In that moment, you offer her a small bouquet of white, disturbed flowers. She gazes into the deepest part of your eyes. She smiles, tosses her hair back, and asks the same question. White, disturbed flowers. How did you find them? There's nothing I can't find for you. They overflowed from my love for you. Oh, I like that. They overflowed from my love for you. A magnificent lie. You told it so well. You even believed it yourself. My love. She looks at you as if she's about to say something. A bitter smile. Silence fills the space between you. So you finally came. You're alive. How is this possible? 5 years later, how could you have written this letter? Because we got this letter, and she's been dead 5 years. With my love for you, of course. With my love, every letter carried my blood. Don't tell me you didn't notice, but you knew. I whispered all of those words to you before, my love. I like the description of disturbed flowers. Yeah. What I heard back then, it's not the same as what I'm hearing now. You're wrong. You never told me any of this. Well, I don't know my past, so let's say you're wrong. You never told me any of this. This is not the time for accusations, my love. After all these years, after seeing you again, come, sit. The candlelight on the table flickers, and for a moment you think you see a shadow of hatred pass over Lilith's face, as if there is another face beneath her skin. Sit in the chair she points to, or, oh no, I'm not sitting anywhere until you give me an answer. Is it really you? Yeah, is it really you? Because that creeped me out. Lilith slowly approaches. You can see her eyes even clearer now. There's something twirling behind them, something that squirms and shifts. Her body leans closer to yours. You feel a sweet scent from her skin and her warm breath upon you. My love, did you never truly know me? This is just a game. All of this, it has to be an illusion. You really are Lilith. I'm gonna go with that because I don't believe this is her. This has got to be like some trick. An illusion? Her smile spreads across her face. I wish it were, my love. Then maybe I'd wake up on the night you left me, but you're here now. So shall we eat? Oh, now I have no choice but to sit. All right. Because that's a very nice face and smile. I definitely don't feel like she's gonna eat me. I did everything I could to make tonight perfect. I wanted some things to be flawless for our reunion. After all, it's been... She pauses for a moment, looks out the window where the moonlight falls. You thought I should have died, didn't you? I know you did. After I made that offer, after I told you that we had to become one, our souls, my love, we had to bring our souls together and bind them with that alchemical ritual. I was expecting a more decrepit corpse-like face. I mean, there might be one under that. This might be an illusion, what we're looking at now. You expected me to pay the price for your madness. I said no because you had decided to destroy me. I had to make a choice. Maybe I should have said yes that night. Maybe everything was already broken and I just chose not to see it. Yeah, no, I like that you expected me to pay the price for your madness. Whoa, we skipped past what I wanted to read. The rusty fork freezes in your hand for a moment. As the silence stretches, Lilith's breathing deepens. My madness! I offered you love, only love, a love so deep that even death couldn't replace it. But you were afraid to be with me beyond eternity. You betrayed me. Did you think I wouldn't know? When I told you about the black alchemy ritual, when I spoke of binding our souls together to crown our love, you saw my blood, heard my screams. You saw me vanish into the darkness of the water. She turns her face toward you, and it darkens with hatred, with rage, and with something darker still, something even I cannot name. Her skin ripples as if a haunted, tiny things have moved beneath it. You can't tell if it's real, or if it's just the candle's flickering light playing tricks on you. Then, just as quickly as it came, the moment passes. Lilith slowly leans away, or leans back. No, you didn't even know what you wanted. Love has a different meaning for you. You don't love me, you want to possess me. Yeah, I like this. Love has a different meaning for you. You don't love me, you want to possess me. It breaks my heart that you think it could be that simple, my love. You don't understand. I never wanted to possess you. Not then, not now. The wooden wall of the house, groan under the assault of the rain, driven harder by the wind, the sea crashes against the cliffs and pulls back into itself with a hiss of white foam. Darkness spreads ever outward beyond the horizon. For a fleeting moment, you wish you were out of there, on the deck of a ship bound for somewhere you cannot see, but it's far too late for that now. Your madness will be the end of us both, Lilith. It already has, my love, but this isn't my madness. It's your cowardice. Go on. Eat. Porf meat. I cooked it just the way you like it. It wasn't easy, but it melts slowly on the tongue. When the fat coats the roof of your mouth and slips beneath your tongue, you'll taste the herbs. Gods, porf meat, Lilith, you've gone completely mad. I never thought porf meat could be edible. Yeah, gods, porf meat, Lily, you've gone completely mad. After the festival where we first met, and that first night you told me you loved me, we saw a porf, remember? It was magnificent. Its mane was long and beautiful. Do you remember, my love? You remember, don't you? Afterwards, we went to go get something to eat. I couldn't stop thinking about it. We admired that creature. You kept talking about how beautiful it was, how bright its mane was, how pride its stance was. Did you really think I could tolerate that, my love? The first night we met, we didn't eat anything, Lilith. I think I remember, not the meal itself maybe, but I remember being happy. Maybe that's why everything that followed hurt so much. Oh, damn. I think I like this one. But that's why you're here, isn't it? You remember the happiness you felt. Our emotions don't lie, my love. Yes, you're afraid. Anyone would be, standing before such a truth. But now, there's a new path for both of us. What path? Does this mean you've forgotten everything that happened? Yeah, I want to know what happened. Because he said something about everything that followed hurt so much. No, my love. How could I ever forget the past? Sheila slowly reaches for your hand across the table, a strange smile curling on her lips. The moment I first met you, the light in your eyes when you looked at me, the excitement you felt when you said we would complete each other, I can't forget what we lived through. I can't forgive it. I pressed the continue. Oh, there we go. The woman across from you lifts her fork. A drop, dark as blood, falls from the porf meat onto the porcelain plate. As she opens her mouth, the skin on Lilith's cheek stretches and then splits, tearing away from the flesh beneath. The strip of skin hangs limp like a wretched leaf, exposing the rotted, festering tissue underneath. She doesn't seem to notice. Your beloved remains unaware. See? Told you that it was probably an illusion and what you were waiting for was underneath. I always like how games like these always have you play catch up, trying to figure out this history. Yeah, and sometimes depending on the answers that you give, the history changes, which is kind of fun too. Huzzah! The corpse I wanted to see, yes. Extend your finger, Lilith, your hand, or stay silent. I'm gonna stay. She can stay like that. We already know she's messed up. Let's not piss her off more. You watch as the skin slackens and finally falls onto the meat on the plate. Oh, hold on. My TV did the thing. There we go. You watch as the skin slackens and finally falls into the meat on the plate. Lilith hesitates for a moment, and she notices the rotting skin on the meat. She picks it up and presses it back against her cheek. No, 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 not yet. So she has a time limit, I think. You struggle to breathe. A single drop of cold sweat slides from the nape of your neck down your back. Your eyes search for anywhere else to look, but there's nowhere to escape. In the end, all you can manage is a faint murmur. What's happening here? Are you sure you're all right? This can't be possible. I'm gonna ask you, sure you're all right? Because clearly she's not. I think she has a time limit that she has to do whatever she needs to do. Otherwise, she's going to rot away. Oh, my love, it makes me so happy to see you worry about me. If only you knew. But it's just a small thing. Don't worry. She hides her hand beneath the table. You're really dead, aren't you? There's no point in asking, my love. We should be happy now, because we don't have much time left. I can't take this madness any longer. Get up from the table. Try to eat your food. Yeah, this is crazy, girl. Sorry. Oh, I think I fucked up. Oh, all right. I thought... Do you think you can defy fate? We were created to be one from the very beginning. Neither you nor anyone else can stop it. Never, never, never! Move towards the door. As you stand, your head spins, but you still steady yourself and head towards the door. Behind you, you hear Lilith's breath catch. Just as your trembling hands reach for the door, Lilith's body wedges itself between you and it. Her eyes, wild and mad, are wide open, her mouth agape. In her hand, she holds the knife she used to cut the meat. You instinctively recoil. Lilith, don't be ridiculous. Get out of my way. You've lost your mind. Listen to me. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. You can't leave. You have to finish first. You have to tear me out of your heart. Can you do that? Or will I have to do it for you too? I wish I could take this pain away from you, Lilith. You know I can't do that. Not for you, not for me. You know I can't do that. The dying candlelight flickers against the dusty paintings on the wall. The paint on each looks freshly drawn, damp and glistening. The bloody pork meat on the table shifts ever so slightly. You haven't finished your meal. You can't leave until you finish, my love. Look, I only came here to understand you. Whatever it was you spoke of in the letter, I came to talk. Fine, let's talk after you put that down. Yeah, let's after you put that down. We talked, my love. You already understand. Everything is clear now. No more secrets, no more shadows or masks. Only acceptance remains. You are mine. You belong to me. I will reach inside of you and pull out that part that doesn't want to accept it. I will take the essence from your heart. For you, my love, for us. A twisted grin of terror and madness stretches across her face. The veins on her forehead bulge. The corners of her wide, bloodshot eyes raw and red. Her knuckles bleach white as she clenches the knife with all of her strength. She takes a step towards you. Stop. If that's... I'm not going to give in to that. Hell no. Stop. Lilith's maddened eyes seem ready to burst from her skull. Her green, tattered dress... Oh, I guess it is green. She's just wearing a red robe. Rises and falls with each ragged breath, and suddenly her skin cracks like the barren lands caught in an eternal storm. On the islands far to the east, her cheeks and the edges of her lips, her hair, the last standing pieces of her sanity scream at you. Run, it's being born. Run. Your feet stumble backwards in some ancient reflex, catching on one of the books scattered across the floor. You fall hard, scrambling on your knees as you crawl deeper into the house. In that moment, you remember the basement, a hiding passage leading from there to the outside cellar door. I would like to think the red dress was part of the illusion. Well, I think if you look where the candlelight is, it looks like she's wearing a green dress, but she has a red robe on or something like that over it. Or an overcoat or something. Basement, I must go to the basement. Another way out, a window, a black door. Damn it, there has to be something. Well, if we remember there's a cellar door. The door might be locked though, but it's the only thing I can think of. The basement's probably gonna be a nightmare, but let's go. We can't be separated. There's nothing left. Love, my love. Oh, she's gone. Lilith's voice drifts from the darkness of the corridor, rasping from her throat without fully forming. It carries the unsettling distortion of something of Gaia, something that has only just learned how to speak. You sprint, finally reaching the basement door. Reach for the door. With sudden terror, you clutch the cold handle of the basement door. Behind you, footsteps grow louder in the corridor, and you brace for a hand to seize your shoulder. But the hand never comes. As you crack the door open, the stench of damp and foul rot of things that should have stayed dead hits you full in the face. You step through, shut the door behind you, and slide the bolt into place. Thick silence and darkness swallows you whole. Such a cool description, right? I like it too. Close your eyes and accept Lilith. That's all, the only choice that I had. This is a... I don't know Latin. Oh, it only went first through the first chapter. Claim the prize. Oh. Wait, hold on. This game was born on a 50-day challenge we set for ourselves, a team of 5 friends and 1 cat. The demo was released on day 20 of the challenge. The full version will be available on Steam June 23rd, 2025. Until then, we're hoping to significantly boost our wish list so we can reach a wider audience. Would you be willing to help us out? Well, the 50-day challenge, they're making this whole game in 50 days. We're a team passionate about creating narrative-driven games. If you enjoyed our story and would like to be among the first to hear about our future narrative games of similar quality, please sign up for our mailing list. Yeah, of course. There you go. Now you guys know my email. Okay. That's kind of cool. So that's Livber, which sounds really cool. I actually really enjoyed this story. Why is there no music now? The music died! But yeah. I look forward to that. So that's the first demo for today. That was beautiful and delightfully haunting. Yeah. So this one's definitely more text heavy than the one we're going to be playing, I think, because the next one, let me put everything back where it was. Yell is the name, and I am the owner of this game studio. The 5 people who made this game are my loyal slaves. They write wonderful stories, I vouch for them, but to present them to you in the best way possible, or best possible way, and to keep me well fed, they need your support. Yep. I already have it added to my wish list, but thank you. Thank you anyway. Okay. The cat talked to me. I love that. So let's put you guys back over here, because the one that we're going to be playing next is like a Japanese style visual novel. So everything should be down in the middle. But I'm gonna have to tell them I really enjoyed Livber and I look forward to more of the story. I'm actually really sad that I can't play more. How long can you be on for now? Not too long. I'm just gonna play the other demo and then we're gonna be done for the day because I have stuff to do. I gotta wash my cat because both my cats because they're stinky, and then I gotta pack. So unfortunately, I can't be on too long today. And then once I've done all of that, I'm trying to get ahead on my editing so that when the day that I move, like when I'm I don't know when I'm going to get my internet back and shit after I move, I want to make it so that I can continuously have videos come out while I'm in the moving mess so that you guys won't miss me. So like I got a lot of stuff. Okay. So that was Livber. So now we're gonna play Mayday Trials. They said Mayday Trials feels more traditional Japanese anime style visual novel. If I can get it to work. Hello. Gamu. I hope your gifts get to you before you move. If they haven't shipped it out by then, I can tell them where to send it instead. So don't even worry about it. Here we go. Okay, found it. So let's see if we can get this one to work with. The game. There it is. Properties. Okay, there we go. I don't hear anything, but I'm gonna set up the audio. Okay, so it's set up. So I don't hear any noise yet, but we'll see. So English, Mayday Trials, start the game. I'm not going to play it in Japanese. There was another horror game I wanted to play, but it's all in Japanese, and I don't feel confident enough in my real-time translating. Whoa, hey, wait. Do we have this on audio? On auto? Hold up. Shoot. Let me restart this. I might have accidentally clicked. Oops. Kane, I can't stop staring at the sun, Serena. I don't want to frighten you. It's just a habit I've started to develop. Maybe it's because it reminds me of those summers we spent together watching the sunset. Or maybe it's because of the burning sensation feels like it's cleansing me, like a purification ritual. I regret to tell you, the latest expedition was one of the toughest yet. I'm just so glad that it's over. It means I'll get to see you again soon. I've got all of winter off, and I couldn't imagine anything better than spending it all with you. Maybe we can spend every day of winter staring at the sunset. My editor? No, he's KN. It's missing a Y. Oh, spelt differently, yeah. Just joking. But really, I can't wait to come home. I can't wait to hear the big news you told me about in your earlier letter. In the corridors of a high-rise office building, a young man carefully closes an old book containing various letters and notes. He continues to secretly put the old book away into a black lambskin briefcase. Alright, so this guy's name is Sora. Perspective. The next meeting is nothing compared to what he went through. I know I've got what it takes to secure this deal. Just like always, if I believe in myself, I'll get what I want. A secretary from the office approaches Sora. The investigators are ready to see you. Whenever you're ready, head down to the door to the right in front of you. Sora nods as the secretary walks down to the other side of the corridor. Okay, I'm going to start off with the latest sales figures, then lead into the future projects. Well, that's probably not good. Sora clutches his head as a sharp pain shoots all across his body. Not again. These sudden headaches seem to be occurring more and more frequently. Especially at such an important time like this, it must be stress. I'll need to schedule an appointment tomorrow urgently with the doctor. The headache medicine he gave me clearly isn't working. I'll deal with that later. I need to succeed with this pitch to the investors first. It's only a matter of time. Huh? Sora looks around, but the secretary from earlier is nowhere to be seen. There's nobody else in the corridor but Sora. What is with me today? Enter the boardroom. Sora approaches the large, looming door as the investors await. All of the investors looked incredibly cynical once Sora entered the room. However, as each minute passed during his presentation, their faces transformed from sour to gleeful. What was most impressive, however, was how Sora answered to questions, and at the end of his presentation, Sora was able to answer any question with ease and enthusiasm, whether it was a technical software inquiry or a complex financial question. It was almost as if Sora had hours to think and research each question before answering. As a result, the pitch was a success. Sora succeeded in raising over $1 billion American in funding for his software startup. Hey, that's what he wanted, right? Satisfied with the result, Sora immediately headed towards his office. Sora tells the driver to take a long route to the office, just in case any reporters are following him. He doesn't want any contact with the media until the press conference scheduled for later tonight, where he will make the deal public. Once again, a plan well executed. With this kind of momentum, I'll probably be the richest person in the country by 30. The news probably leaked already, huh? Yeah. Sora, congratulations. I heard you secured the deal. Thanks. What's going on? The media are already running the story. You're on the front page of most newspapers right now. Huh. Interesting. They say you're the brightest and most influential person the country has ever seen, especially at such a young age. I've got countless reporters all asking me for your comments regarding the deal. Should I just tell them to wait for the press conference later tonight? Yeah, that should do. Make them wait. It leads to better results if we let the public spread rumors and get invested before we make anything official. Ugh. You okay, Sora? Hello? Sorry. Just a bit tired. I really like this background and the whole world is just a blur. Yeah, it's really pixelated. I really like it. And everything's just shades of gray and red, which is pretty cool. Listen, you can reschedule that appointment I had with the doctor to tomorrow. Tell him it's urgent. I'll obviously pay whatever emergency fee he might want for the inconvenience. Got it. Take care of yourself, okay? Ugh, why does the pain come and go like that? It can't be because of... Never mind. Who is it now? Sora, you're my pride and joy. Grandma, did you hear the news? Of course I did. My secretary got a call from one of the investors right after you secured the deal. I always knew you could do it. You're just like your father. You're an impressive, strong, and talented young man. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Grandma. That really means a lot, especially coming from you. All I can say is, things have definitely turned out for the best. You're a true fighter, and you've proven this to me in the past few years. Thanks. I know it's been rough, but I think I can start living up to my father's name now. For sure. Listen, Sora, I just wanted to quickly congratulate you, but unfortunately I've got some other meetings scheduled for today. Oh yeah, no problem. I know you've got this press conference later. I'll meet up with you then. You can have dinner together afterwards. Sounds good. I'll see you then. Perfect. See you then. I think that's the first time she's told me she's proud of me. I can't believe it. I think this calls for a little celebration. My favorite entry from the journal. Sora once again brings out and opens his black lambskin briefcase. He takes out a set of pages that are pinned together with a golden paperclip. Diary entry, December 20th. I can't believe it. These past few weeks with Serena have felt like a dream. I felt emotions that I once thought I was incapable of feeling. Joy, excitement. Maybe this is happiness? I have to admit, I was in a bad place just a few weeks ago. This strange habit I've developed of staring at the sun, it was starting to permanently damage my eyes. Now, all I want to do is stare into Serena's eyes, the soon-to-be mother of my child. Yes, I'm going to be a father. The news has changed everything for me. It's daunting, but it's also exciting. For all the horrors I've witnessed, experienced, this feels like a way out. A way for me to redeem myself, to prove myself. Thankfully, Mother has also been elated by the news. I've never seen her so excited. It's like she's a different person. The only other time she was like this was when I received the highest military honors for my service in last year's war. She won't stop talking about how her grandson is going to be a decorated hero, just like me. Is Kane his dad? I'm having a weird feeling that Kane is his dad. She says she will continue the legacy, establish our family as one respected to be looked up to. But we don't even know if it's going to be a boy. It's just Mother being her usual self. I just hope it doesn't negatively impact Serena. I know that sending our child to war is the last thing she would ever want to do. But that's something to think about later. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Talking about potential names with Serena has been a joy. I didn't really have any preference when it came to names. I left that up to Serena. Although, I did say it would be nice if it sounded similar to her name. We've decided that if it's a girl, we'll name her Sarah. And if it's a boy, Sora. It is his dad. I knew it. Part of me likes to think the game is a monochromatic because of staring at the sun and the vision getting damaged. Ooh, possibly. I kind of like that concept. The car suddenly stops while Sora is reading. Black, unmarked SUVs block the exit. Sora realizes that there are no other cars in the tunnel. Masked men dressed in black storm towards the car. They break the front windshield with the car with their batons. Sora's driver is immediately knocked out by the force. What's going on? Is this a kidnapping? Are they after my money? What do they want? Stop! The masked men grab Sora from the back seat. They knock him out. They immediately drive off. After what feels like hours, Sora slowly regains consciousness. Wakey, wakey. Where am I? You know, you're a lot smaller than how you look on television. What? Who are you? Why are you so skinny, too? I think I've seen kids in elementary school bigger than you. Do you want money? It's such a shame. Are you listening to me? What do you want from me? The fact that you've survived this long is a miracle, especially in that weak and pathetic body of yours. It makes me doubt if you're going to make it through the trials. Trials? What trials? All right, I think it's time you get up. The person looming over Sora suddenly walks away. Sora scrambles to make sense of what's going on. He feels the cold wooden floor vibrate beneath his whole body. How long has he been lying on the ground is anyone's guess. He decides to stand up. Welcome, Sora. I regret to inform you that you have just 24 hours left to live. Huh? Your procedure always had a finite lifespan. Unfortunately, our data suggests that within 24 hours, your brain will rupture. You will die. Are you talking about the... Ugh. Yes, I'm talking about your implant procedure. But don't worry, if there was no hope, we wouldn't have brought you here. You've got to be joking. So what? You know about the procedure, so you think you can just extort me for money or something? You will die in 24 hours, no matter what happens here. However, what that death will look like is entirely dependent on the trials. What are you even talking about? Who are you? You can call me Mayday. Mayday? That's right, Mayday. Mayday begins flicking through some notes. The name of the game, you did it. Yep, it's the name of the game, Mayday Trials. Okay, first things first. Your name is Sora Halbeth. Your age is 22. Your occupation is CEO of logistics startups Cascade Port. Huh? Why are you... Your blood type is AB+, height is 155 centimeters, weight is 45 kilograms, significantly smaller than other men your age. I like how they transition between the different pictures. You graduated from the country's most prestigious college, Orman University, on a full scholarship, and you finished first place in all of your classes. What he doesn't have in physiology, he makes up for in brains, it seems. What is this? A job interview? Look, you don't have to do all of this. If it isn't my money, do you want to roll in my company, control it? Just tell me. And as for background, son of esteemed soldier Kane Helbeth, who tragically passed away before your birth. It really is a cool transition, unusual. Usually the transition is just a fade, but here it's like a morph, right? That's why it's catching my attention, because like most VNs, they just fade it. But they made like this cool transition thing. I think it fits the mood of the game. You were raised instead by Vera, your grandmother. Well, why not our mom? What happened to our mom? This is because your mother is currently institutionalized in a mental hospital in... Oh, mom went crazy. Enough. It also states that you have a significant problem with irritable bowel syndrome. So much so that you can't eat fried foods or anything containing milk. Stop. How do you even know about that? Is this some kind of fucked up humiliation ritual? Are you a part of some kind of rebel group that has a problem with successful people like me? Judging from your reaction, you seem to understand that we know a lot more about you than perhaps even your close family. Now that you know your place, let me explain the predicament you're in. As I mentioned earlier, this has to do with your implant. So those headaches I've been having recently, they're because of the implant? Correct. In fact, it's a miracle that you've lived this long. Out of the 500 participants in the trial, only 10 are still alive. The other 490 perished from a combination of brain hemorrhages and psychosis. I thought that was a harmonica or a comb. No, I think it's like a chip. They simply couldn't handle the effects of the implant. As you know, Sora, everything you've achieved up until now is thanks to the implant. Not everything. Wrong. Everything you've achieved is thanks to the implant. Our records state that during the winter 7 years ago, when you were 15 and in high school, you underwent the procedure for the implant. As you know, the implant was an experimental procedure only offered to a select group of students. You were chosen because you were the son of the esteemed soldier, as well as due to intense lobbying by your grandmother. You should consider yourself lucky to have connections like your grandma. I don't need to remind you that you are about to be conscripted into the military. I wasn't. Yes, you were. We've seen your school records, Sora. Out of the 730 students in your school year, you were ranked at the bottom. Not second last or third last, you were the worst student in the entire year. And I'm sure you're painfully aware that in our society, if you don't do well in school, you're conscribed straight into the military. I wasn't the dumbest in my year, it's just... Doesn't matter, education is a privilege in our society. If you don't have the grades, then it's off to the battlefield. And for conscripts straight from high school, that usually means going directly to the front lines. You should be thankful that you were born to such an esteemed soldier. You should also be thankful to your grandmother. Thankful for what? To have had the opportunity to get the implant. The tens of thousands of other underachievers who were sent to the war never had the option. Oh, I don't have water. Hold on, I'm going to pause for a second. I got to go get water. Otherwise, my throat's going to give out. I am still muted. I am back. Hello. Don't mind me. Thank you for letting me know I was muted. I always instinctively mute when I leave, and then sometimes I forget when I come back. As you remember, the implant works by fundamentally changing the dopamine system in your brain. By changing the dopamine system, it allows you to be infinitely more productive than those without it. But studying feels like as good as drinking water for the first time after hiking in the desert for hours on end. Analyzing and memorizing information feels like eating your favorite meal over and over and over again. I need this implant, bro. And the best thing is, the implant also inhabits drowsiness and tiredness. I doubly need it. Meaning, you can stay sharp and intelligent at all times, requiring only a fraction of the sleep regular people need. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? I mean, who wouldn't want to get such an implant? But as I said, it was only in its experimental stages when you received the implant. The side effects were not known. You signed up knowing full well that the implant might do exact opposite of what it claimed. Luckily for you, it did what it was supposed to do. But also, unluckily for you, it still came with a cost. It turns out the way implant changes the dopamine system can also negatively affect other parts of the brain, namely by causing hemorrhaging and psychosis as the natural pathways to get irritated by the implant's mechanism. That's why you're the only one of the few still living from the procedure. I guess, instead of hemorrhaging, you've been spared with just headaches up until now. But as you might have noticed, the intensity of your headaches has been getting worse and worse. And now you're 24 hours away from a fatal hemorrhage. How? How can you be so sure? Because we're the ones behind the implant, Sora. We've been monitoring you via the chip ever since you got the procedure. And using the data from the hundreds of people who died with the implant before you, we can finally say with certainty that in 24 hours you will have a fatal hemorrhage. You've been monitoring me? Not much use having a brain implant if we can't monitor you. So, this is the end for me? Yes, you will die in 24 hours. But what happens after you die is why I'm here. You see, your implant can be tweaked given the right conditions. But whether we can meet those right conditions depends on how you perform in a few trials. Those trials are facilitated by me and are a lot of fun. Is all of this some kind of sick joke? Why would I care if I'm going to die anyway? What if I told you that you could still become the richest person ever after your brain hemorrhages? What if I told you that you could still experience life after the hemorrhage? But then I wouldn't be dead. Well, that's a bit of a trick question, isn't it? No, it's not. You'll find out soon enough. Anyway, enough talking. Follow me for your first trial. Denial. Wait, what do you mean? Mayday vanishes through the warped entrance in front of Sora. Sora takes a moment to gather himself. He looks around at the warped, surreal room he finds himself in. Is this real life? What kind of messed up place is this? I knew that implant would come back to bite me one day. Ugh, so this is it. I guess I really don't have much of a choice here. Enter. Sora walks to the entrance, unsure of what's next. Oh, that's the end of the demo. I was actually like interested in the story. Fuck. God damn it. Well, that's Mayday Trials. So I guess we'll learn about the different trials that he does when we actually play the game. Those backgrounds being the windows and doors are beautiful looking, organized TV static. Yeah, I think it's the whole thing. The whole aesthetic of the whole game's pretty cool, actually. I wonder if they used, looking at the pictures, I wonder if they used VODs as like the art and then they like styled them to be in the positions that they needed them to be in. It kind of feels that way. Well, it was still immensely enthralling. This is great so far, right? So, that's what I was thinking, right? It kind of felt that way, which is a really cool way to use a VOD. I'm going to be honest. I think that's pretty inventive. I wouldn't have thought to use a VOD as stills for a VN if that's what they did. Really cool concept. Unfortunately, I can't stream too long today. So we only streamed for an hour and 47 minutes, but I have shit to do because I'm an adult. It's not the tool, it is the artist. That is a great way to think of it. So let's see who else is streaming on Father's Day. Let's look. Da-na-na. Let's see. Following and live. Of course, absolutely no worries. I understand you're both busy. Yeah, unfortunately. I would have done like my normal long stream yesterday, but we were busy this weekend out of town. So like I couldn't yesterday. We were in a car all day yesterday. Not a ton of people. Oh, okay. Guys, there is an artist that I like fucking adore. So I have no idea how to fucking say their name, by the way. But I have loved their art for like eons. So we're gonna go raid them. Be nice to them. They only chat through the text in like the chat of Twitch. They don't use a voice or anything like that. But you can watch them draw, and their artwork is actually stunning. So please be nice. Oh no, I can't raid them. I'm so sad. Never mind. It won't let me. I wanted to raid them so you guys could see. Here, if you guys want to go check them out, this is their names. You can just go to their thing. Let's find someone else then to raid. Oh, the Penguin's on. Okay, and he's playing Death Stranding, I think it says. Let's see if we can raid him. Oh, why you cannot raid? They have their settings set that I couldn't. Some people do that, so that only their friends can raid them and stuff like that, so that they don't get hate raids and things like that, which I totally understand. Totally fair. I'm not even upset about it. I'm just sad because I wanted to show you guys, so you guys can like, that's their name. Like I said, I don't know how to fucking say it, but that's their name. So you can go check them out on your own time. But we're gonna raid Emperor, who's a funny little penguin. I like him a lot. So he's playing Death Stranding. So I hope that you guys enjoy him, and I will see you guys next week. Yeah, next week. Well, actually, I'll see you guys tomorrow because I will be with Ash tomorrow for more Yees. So I'll see you tomorrow, but you'll see me on my stream next week, okay? All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.